show you for the first time Resistance Burning Skies, a brand new experience we made with Insomniac to make sure it's a no-compromises first-person shooter experience for the Vita. We also worked with author William C. Dietz to create an entirely new story that's set before the events of Resistance 2, just as the Chimera are invading the east coast of the United States for the first time. We also, of course, have a brand new hero. This is Tom Riley. We're waking up in a makeshift morgue in the Ellis Island Research Facility. Not quite the Ellis Island we know, but in the Resistance universe, a place where the human army is researching Chimeran technology to use in the war. Tom is a fireman, a typical New York City fireman, who's swept up in events, and the story takes him from humble hero to folk hero of the entire Resistance. And of course, he has his typical fireman's tools at his disposal.
Right, so Tom Riley's weapon of choice is the fire axe. You can easily access that using the R button. But the other thing you can do is taking advantage of the PlayStation Vita, you can actually put a virtual button on the front screen, so that fire axe is always available.
A great thing with the Vita is the dual analog sticks. You can't say it enough. As soon as you pick up the controls, anyone that's played a Resistance game before will feel immediately at home. All the buttons are where they should be, you can just pick up and play. And of course, axing crates is one thing, but axing the Chimera is a hell of a lot more fun. So we bring back some classic enemies like this Chimeran hybrid, but we also introduce new enemies later on of all shapes and sizes. We also introduce new weapons. Here we have a CFG, or a cluster fire gun, a new piece of Chimeran technology, and Frank will find some willing targets and put it through its paces.
Alright, so we've got some drones here. Using the L button, an iron sight in, take them out pretty easily. But no Resistance weapon would be complete without some alt-fire capabilities. Taking advantage of the front touchscreen, I can lock in some targets, fire some homing rockets.
All the weapons in the game have really unique and innovative ways to use the Vita technology to drive the alternate fire modes. We're only showing you a few today, but there's a lot more surprises in store. We also have, bringing back a fan favorite weapon, the carbine. This is your nice, accurate, reliable weapon, packs a punch. And our secondary fire mode is you can tap anywhere on the screen and send a grenade right to that location. Very easy. You don't have to even move your head to aim up your grenades. So now we're going to go up on the roof and see how the battle is going. The events of this game really put you in the midst of these chaotic first few days where the Chimera are tearing through the human population. And you have a civilian's eye view of all of this carnage going on. It's extremely intense, and you're just a small part of this larger battle. You can see the New York's battle is not going too well. We're going to do the best we can up here on the roof. The weapon wheel, of course, a familiar feature for Resistance fans, now can be also driven by the touch controls. We also have a new cover system that's really exciting. It's completely automated. It doesn't lock the player into cover, but when they crouch behind an appropriate object, it automatically kicks in, protecting them and letting them know that they're protected. To peek around cover, you have a lot of options. You can use the 6-axis controls to peek over cover just by tilting the machine. And you can also automatically peek by using the iron sights or the fire button. And as soon as you want to exit cover, simply stand up and you're out.
So, taking advantage of the front virtual buttons as well, we can quickly throw a grenade. Or we can press, hold, kind of cook it, get a nice air burst.
So taking care of this group of enemies, we're going to move to the next station. We're going to show you one more new weapon today. This is the Chimeran chain gun. It's a brutally deadly weapon once it spins up at close range. So now that Frank's fully armed and we're throwing him into a pretty intense battle sequence here, we're going to see how he can do, see if he can survive this one without dying. As you can see, the battles are intense, lots of enemies on screen, great visuals. The Vita is a perfect platform for making a really immersive first-person shooter experience that will please any fan of the genre. So it looks like you may have a little trick in store trying to burrow into the inner sanctum of the human labs here. So we're going to use the power of the chain gun after we reload it and see if we can take out that emplacement and the Chimera protecting it. So this is just part part of the playable demo we have for you here tonight. We hope you check it out. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, guys. You all agree it looks amazing. What I'd say, a true portable shooter with no compromises. Now, I would like to switch gears and focus more on the touch functionality of PlayStation Vita. Our play, create, share genre of games lend themselves perfectly to PlayStation Vita's variety of user interfaces and social connectivity. Front and rear touch and the inbuilt cameras make creating within the games an absolute dream. And sharing on the go via Wi-Fi or 3G makes for instant gratification. We introduced an all-new Little Big Planet for PlayStation Vita at E3 earlier this year. And I would go as far as to say that the introduction of Little Big Planet to PlayStation Vita is a perfect match. Creating and sharing anytime and anywhere has never been so intuitive. So let's take a quick look. Thank you. So from that video, I think you get a glimpse of how Vita's inbuilt cameras can enhance the creative experience for users. Another significant use of the cameras will be to allow for seamless augmented reality experiences. Ever since the introduction of PlayStation 2, with games like iToy Play, then Invisimals on PSP, and more recently iPads on PlayStation 3, we've been pushing the boundaries of augmented reality gaming, with many consumers embracing these fun and immersive experiences. Now, with PlayStation Vita, we have the opportunity to push those boundaries even further. Imagine engaging with your real environment while you're submersed in your game environment. Take it a step further and imagine bringing your game to life in that real environment. So let's not just imagine it, let's take a look at a new title, Reality Fighters, a fun and customizable fighting game that utilizes the front and rear camera to make the world your arena. Add yourself to the game and create your own personal fighter, complete with unique fighting and visual style. A kitchen counter, a parking lot, even a playground. They're all part of the world you can transform, and you can transform any of these into your gameplay arena. Now you really need to see this to believe it, so from the creators of Invisimals for PSP, I would like to introduce Danny and Ruben from Nova Armour, and to MC the fight, John McLaughlin from Worldwide Studios.
Thanks, Michael. As Michael said, what makes Reality Fighters special is that with augmented reality, you can play as anyone, anywhere. And to demonstrate exactly what we mean, we're going to show you the battle of the boardroom right here at GamesCom 2011 on this very stage. In the blue corner, we have the current undisputed world champion, Andy the Hammer House! And in the red corner, we've got the up-and-coming contender, the hip-hopping, body-popping, gym breakdancing Ryan! Let's bring our fighters on stage. So, Danny, Jim is not a ballet dancer, he's a break dancer. Thank you. So this is a battle of the Sony heavyweights. Who will win? Andy House has a mean punch, but Jim has deceptively fast feet. Let's fight. Oh, and Andy hits him straight away with his trademark hammer blow, but Jim responds with punches and kicks to the stomach. Oh, it's a power jab. Watch out for those fast feet from Jim. Oh, a triple punch and a body slam, awesome from Andy. Oh, Andy's lost his front teeth. A wing up there from Jim. Oh, triple punch. Watch out for that. Five-hit combo from Jim. What can Andy do in response? Watch out for the power move. Who's going to win? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner, and still the undisputed world champion, Andy the Hammer House! Thank you!
Thanks, guys. I'm not quite sure how I continue after that. But I do want to reassure you all that Andy and Jim have worked out some of their issues during the leadership transition, and all seems to be well now. The last game we'd like to show you for Vita is another brand new IP, and we couldn't be more excited about this snack-sized title. It's a game perfectly suited to a portable format. Fun, compact and innovative. Portable gaming at its best. At the same time, it showcases PlayStation Vita's 6-axis motion capabilities, front and rear touch, all in a stylish, visually innovative world. At PlayStation, we pride ourselves on creating not only AAA titles, but also fun and innovative games, and this is a perfect example. So, for the first time, it's my pleasure to introduce Escape Plan.